It's fun to bring people together during the holidays, but hosting a dinner party can be a lot of work. So how about a tasting night to get into the holiday spirit without prepping all day long? 425 Magazine's Andrew Hoge joins me to share more about this great idea. I think this is a great compromise because you're not cooking all day, right? You're just something light.
I mean, very few people have time to cook all day, including myself. December is such a busy month. The holidays are so busy. So
this is such a good idea. I can't wait for your tips. So you have tips mingled with ideas for throwing this party. Your first tip, share information clearly and efficiently.
Yes. So the party, it starts when the invitation goes out, is what I always say. And here's the thing. People are juggling their schedules and trying to figure out what to do and where they're going for the holiday. So I'm all about getting that information out, setting a specific time, where to go, what to bring, send all the information. You know what? If you're getting friends together, it can just be a text. If you want to be a little fancier, maybe use a local like Greenvelope, is a Seattle-based invitation brand. I'm a big fan of, adding a little sparkle here and there.
Oh, me too, my friend. And create a simple, stylish setup. What do you mean by this?
Absolutely. Well, I love, a dinner party with, dinner and everything like that. But in terms of like setting the table, the decor is just one thing less that you have to worry about. So I'm a big fan of streamlining it. So what I mean by that is focus on one area of the home. Clean the home, but if you want to have like some flowers or something like that, just focus on the dining table and make it intentional and beautiful. And another tip is I'm a really big fan of monochromatic decorations.
Yes,
so either all white or white candles, white flowers. That's
stunning.
Yeah.
And your next tip, keep the guest list small and casual.
Yes, absolutely. This is meant to be like a pre-dinner or a Sunday supper sort of thing. So it's casual. Bring your best friends together. Why not? I'm also a big fan of getting even your close, like 2 or 3 best friends and having them bring somebody that you think is interesting and might add to the conversation for the evening.
I love all of your tips. Okay, and prep things lightly but impressively. What do you mean by this?
Absolutely. So instead of prepping a smorgasbord of like 10 different appetizers and 10 different drinks, focus on high quality, beautiful products. So what I mean by that is, who doesn't love a martini station? That's so classic. I know you do. So focus on that. Have some gin, have some vodka, have the olives, have your citrus, maybe a little caviar bump, something like that. Really put a lot of intention behind that station. The same could be said for like a champagne station or sparkling wine.
Yes.
Have some fruit, maybe a little chambord to add in, and just make it something that's interesting to look at. Maybe it's a talking point and it's also beautiful.
Elevated.
And when it comes to food, again, this is not meant to be full dinner. Think of, like a really beautiful salad, big green leaves with some salmon. Again, not a lot of work, but it fills people up, gets them on to their next place that they're going. I love sweet potato fries. It's a little denser, little healthier, maybe.
You're giving healthy options.
And then beautiful cheeses and meats is always a great idea.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and encourage interaction, which I feel like you already would, just talking about all the decor and what you did, right?
Yeah, but sometimes when, especially if they're not your besties, if you're bringing people or somebody's bringing a +1 or something, meeting new people can be tough around the holidays and any time really. So, you might have a theme where everybody brings a different type of wine and you do a little bit of a tasting or something like that. Or as a host, you should always be, introducing people together who have similar interests or you think might have some fun conversations together.
That's always the worst when people don't introduce you. You're like, hello.
Yes, you can't really offload that.
Yes. Okay, and I love your last tip. This is so cute. Make memories by sending guests home with a thoughtful gift.
Yes, and it doesn't have to be complicated.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan, I've said this on the show so many times, of a face mask, sheet mask.
Yes.
Everybody's gonna need it, especially around the holidays, winter weather, all of that good stuff. So that's
hydration,
super
give
easy.
it to our skin.
Yes, of course. And then Glassy Baby, of course, always a great, local idea. And then I love maybe a little mini art piece. This is by Jen Chambers, a local artist. And then I'm a big fan of Le Labo candles because you can personalize them in store with people's names on it.
Okay, I gotta smell this.
They're so good. The Santal's amazing.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I think we have time to pop
let's
a little
kick off the holiday season
and show, how you can elevate your champagne station. Hello, I'm glad you did that.
Favorite sound of the night. Here, let me just reach across
I just really do love how simple and elevated and beautiful everything you said. Like, because bringing like a bag salad you could do, but like you said, cook the salmon.
Absolutely.
And then it just still, you're putting in some effort, but not cooking the entire day, which
Absolutely.
is so important.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Makes it nice and simple. Oops, okay, well.
That's okay.
It's a sign of a good party.
Already. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers, my
Thank
friend.
you so much. And cheers to all of you.